This is Pedro back with another interview, this time covering VALORANT Champions 2025. My guest at this time is a familiar face, JonahP of G2, coming off of their match against Heretics, losing 2-0 in their opening match, and thus moving on to the lower bracket of
Think
their
he just.
respective group. Uh, you hear me
Sorry.
now?
Yeah, I think it cut out for a second there. You want to start over quick?
No, I already did it. I'm too lazy to do it again, but we just move on forward to that.
Yeah.
Jonah, pleasure to talk to you once again.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I'm going to give you the obvious opener. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I think after the match was a bit rough for me, but I've had time to process everything and cool down. So yeah, I'm doing good right now.
Yeah, like the press conference, as it usually does, happens immediately after the match. It kind of feels like the media people just pull you into the room, which obviously tough way to do that, but nevertheless, exactly what has been kind of more clearer to you in terms of reflecting on the match from that point up until now?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Exactly which details, which parts of the match have become more clear to you and more easily digestible for you after finishing that matchup from that match against Heretics.
Yeah, I think our attack side or our attack sides were felt pretty suffocating. And that's on all of us, not just Valen. I think our idea generation and our input pretty like fell off pretty hard after losing a couple of few rounds. And yeah, and then I think we just all felt the pressure, especially going against their comp. I think they had a good comp to counter what we brought to the table today, and they were very prepared. And on top of that, they had really good trap setups and just overall good team fight plays. A lot of big rounds from Rien's Benji too. So yeah, and on top of that, they were individually just hitting all their shots too. So it felt really hard, and we just have to be better at making sure that we pick each other up and just keep those ideas and helping Valen out a lot more.
Yeah, you kind of mentioned about the switches of the comp that Heretics put in, more specifically looking into the Corrode, where they put in the Vice and the Astra. Um, when you guys were looking into or when you guys were beginning to start the series, and you saw that Boo was going to go for the Astra and other agents and stuff like that. What was your initial reaction to the changes?
Initial reactions, I think nothing too crazy. Every game we go into, we kind of have a few minutes to talk about their comps and what they're strong at, what they're weak at, and it just felt like they had no weaknesses, especially on their defense. And our defense is the same story. I'm sure they were kind of feeling the same way with our double sentinel comp. And yeah, when the side swapped, I think the Astra provided so much value. I think Boo had over 22 assists, and it's kind of on us too. Like I said before, we weren't really helping Valen a lot as much as we normally do. Um, and so the longer the rounds go, and the more obvious we are, the more value the Astra gets, and that's pretty much what was happening. Once we got through um, the potential traps, the potential big fights. Next thing you know, there's like 25 seconds left, and they kind of know where we're going. And I think Boo really played. He played really well with his Astrostar placements, and yeah, it was just super hard, and it's a big learning experience for us. A lot of takeaways to learn from that, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. So props to Heretics.
G2 started this matchup or started Kuroda with an 8-4 opening first half on defensive side, and then as we all know, Heretics will come back and then take that map with authority, winning basically every map, every round except for two in second half. Over in Lotus, you guys started off with that 6-0 opener in that first half on defense side, and then essentially maybe same story with Heretics coming back and then wrestling the lead from you guys. Did what happened in Lotus was it the same story as what happened in Corona, or are there any variations in relation to these two maps?
I would say some similarities and some relations. I think the difference between Corrode and Lotus, I think we're definitely more comfortable on the map as a team. So our ideas and our mid rounding to help Valen was there, but when the side swapped and we're going against a chamber deadlock, it's gonna we knew it was gonna be hard, and yeah, I think our process was good. Um, I think we rushed. We get the pressure got to us towards the later, maybe around like 9-9, or when they started coming back and it got closer. I think the pressure got to us, and um, we were doing a lot more speed ups and quicker things, kind of trying to do the opposite of Corrode of playing too slow. So yeah, so going through both of those situations is going to help us a lot leading to our next matches in the future. If we play Heretics again, we're going to be much better at that. And yeah, I think the Chamber Wu had an insane game. He was hitting every shots, and yeah, overall, we're even though we lost, I think we're pretty happy with our bounce back from Corrode. Um, yeah, we had a good 6-0 start, but it was kind of obvious, like, and predicted, because they're running deadlock chamber. It's going to be hard for them to get a lot of rounds on attack, which I think they ended up getting 5, but so that's good by them. And yeah, I think I don't know too much besides that. That's kind of like what I've been thinking about over the last hour it's been. But up until I watch the VOD and know more, then yeah, I'll have more to think about.
Most definitely, and appreciate the insight as always regarding your headspace and your view of the series. Really, of course, thank you for that. With that said, now you guys move on to which has already been said, I believe, facing off against DRG. And sure, they brought in Demon One in for Vukashu, but like, what are your thoughts on your next opponent, and how important is this next matchup is to just sort of kind of restoring the team's confidence, G2's confidence, and being back on the right foot in a tournament like this.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I disagree with was restoring our confidence. We're just fine. We kind of got owned today, so it's kind of fair to assume that. But we're a very confident team, and going up against DRG and Demon One, they have a very similar playstyle to like old Paper X, very in your face, very aggressive, very individual fights. But they have good enough players that make those individuals fights feel like 2 or 3 people. So something we have to look out for. But yeah, once we get our first win, starting with DRG, but I'm not, nothing's free. We got to earn it. We got to play it a lot better. We're gonna be back on track at Champions, and we're not nervous. Our backs against the wall, but we don't feel it, and it's just gonna. We got a few days to prepare for it, and I'm looking forward to it.
Most definitely, and hopefully you guys are able to make that happen as always, and much more sooner rather than later, of course. Jonah, pleasure to talk to you once again. Really do appreciate the time you've given me for this occasion. Best of luck. Go see yourself and the rest of the G2 squad for the next match.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks so much.